Hello friends, welcome to this channel. Today we will be discussing about the mechanisms involved in the action of cholera toxin. Basically, cholera is caused by the gram-negative bacteria known as Vibrio cholera due to contamination of water which may consist of human fecal matters. So, the event starts when bacteria releases its AB toxin where A domain used to be 1 in number has the toxic activity and B domain used to be 5 in number helps in binding to the host cell receptor that is used to be present on the intestinal epithelial cell. So, the cascade of events starts when cholera toxin binds on GM1 receptor. It triggers endocytosis of AB toxin and vesicle containing AB toxin goes to endoplasmic reticulum, and from the ER it's released into cytosol, and the A domain undergoes further proteolytic cleavage between A1 and A2 domain, which were previously held together by disulfide bond. And when A1 is released, it mainly targets G protein, and we all know that G protein is heterotrimeric GTP binding proteins composed of 3 subunits as alpha, beta and gamma. G protein targets enzyme or protein to perform or make a product by 2 important signal pathways such as CAMP and IP3DAG. In brief, G protein coupled receptor signaling is initiated when a ligand binds on the extracellular N domain, which leads to conformational changes, and the G protein, which has guanosine diphosphate or GTP attached to its alpha subunit, exchanges with guanosine triphosphate or GTP on the alpha subunit. The G alpha subunit then separates from beta and gamma subunit, and it will go on to interact with other target proteins such as adenylyl cyclase, which converts ATP to cyclic AMP to act as secondary messengers recognized by the protein kinase A for the generation of various cellular responses. This cycle can be repeated as long as ligand remains bound to the receptor, but after sufficient production of CAMP transaction, G alpha protein phosphorylase from GTP to GDP when ligand separates, and the G alpha protein recombines and attaches back itself to the receptor in the plasma cell membrane. But the A toxin of cholera locks the G alpha protein by ADP ribosylation, which is basically the addition of ribose and ADP on G alpha subunit, which results into continuous stimulation of adenylyl cyclase for CAMP. Therefore, the high level of CAMP activates CFTR, which is cystic fibrosis transmembrane conductance regulator, through protein kinase A enzyme, causing high amount of efflux of ions such as chloride, sodium, potassium along with water into intestinal lumen. Therefore, if it is left untreated, it may lead to serious health complications. Eventually, it helps bacteria in its effective dissemination. In the end, if you have any questions, please comment below. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.